Welcome guys. Hi, my name is Rita Khamis and I am a performance improvement professional. I've been working in this field for over 2 decades. Today, I'm very excited to bring you this short video on the 4 different types of targets. This is part of a larger course that I'm offering online on everything you need to know to set appropriate and meaningful targets for your business or organization. More information about this course can be found on our website. Just click on the link down below in the description box to get that information. Okay, let's get started on today's topic, which is getting to know the 4 different types of targets. First off, what is a target in terms of performance? A target is a numerical value that describes where you want your measure to be at a particular point in the future. So it is the level of progress or performance expected for an objective within a certain time frame. Whoa, many words there. Key points to remember: a target must be a number. It's a quantitative value. It cannot be qualitative or words such as we want to achieve high quality performance by the end of the year, or we want to offer excellent customer service by the end of this month. It must be a number. Secondly, a target must refer to the future. It cannot be talking about past performance. It has to be tied to what you desire or aim to achieve in the future. 3, a target must be tied to a particular objective. It's tied to particular activities or tasks that are tied to a particular objective. Why are you setting this target? What is the objective? 4, a target is time bound. There has to be a time factor attached to it. It cannot be an endless target. You want to achieve excellent service forever. That cannot be a target. It has to be time bound so that at the end of that time period, you go back, measure the performance to see if you actually achieved it. That's why we have a time frame attached to it. Great. Now let's get right down to it. The first type of target is called a regular target. This type of target usually involves a modest level of success that can be achieved with a predictable amount of effort. How do you know it's a modest level of success? It's usually slightly higher than your best past performance. If you look back at all of your performance and look at your best past performance, the regular target would be slightly above this. It does not seem crazy or shocking to people when you mention that target because it is seen to be achievable with a predictable amount of effort. This means it's usually less than 30% of your past best performance, 30% improvement or so. It seems straightforward and can be achieved without making any radical changes or major changes to your current processes or ways of working. It's the most common type of target, one that we've been involved in. You probably would have seen it or involved in setting this type of a target. So it's just a regular target. The second type of a target is called a stretch target. This type of target involves a very high level of success that can only be achieved through radical efforts or innovation. It usually would involve percentage improvements of more than 30% and up, or if it's less than a 30% improvement that you're looking to achieve, it would usually involve a complex situation, multiple factors involved that make it a very complicated situation. That would be a stretch target. Sometimes we've heard of stretch targets being talked about and we never really understood what does it mean to be a stretch target. Why is it a stretch target? So stretch target 1 would be involving a percentage improvement of 30% improvement or more, or if it's less than a 30% improvement that you're looking to achieve, you would have complex situations, multiple factors involved. You need to hire more staff, you need to radically change the ways of working, overhaul all your processes, bring new processes or new ways of working in order to achieve this target. You cannot achieve it through working the same way and just working harder. You'd be working harder endlessly and not achieve this type of a target. So the trick is, with a stretch target, you'd have to do things very, very differently. The third type of a target is called a fixed target. So a fixed target is where you have one desired level of performance that you're looking to achieve, and once you achieve that, you're done. End of story. Move on. So a fixed target is also a very common type of target that we see around. Usually goes very well with a regular target. So most regular targets have a fixed target to them as well. Once that target is achieved, that's it. It's usually a modest level of success that can be achieved in one effort. And once you get to the end of the time period, you measure it. If you achieved it, done. End of the story. The fourth type of a target is called a moving target. So with a moving target, it's very different from a fixed target. It's where you have continual or relative endpoints or desired levels of performance that you're hoping to achieve. It's usually in incremental stages where you have improvements over a certain time period, and the next time period after that, your target for the previous time period becomes your baseline for the next time period, and so on. So for example, you'd be looking to achieve 40% improvement over the course of 4 years. You break it down into moving targets where you have 10% improvement year over year over the course of 4 years. So if you were to implement the 40% improvement over 4 years, that would be a stretch target. It would be daunting, shocking to people, and your team may get a little bit overwhelmed. So you break it down into moving targets of 10% every year for 4 years. So when your team gets to know that they have to achieve a 10% improvement for that year, it's not so shocking, it's not so daunting, they can work towards it. And so it becomes easier to implement, and you can build on incremental improvements over time. So folks, these are the 4 types of targets that we've talked about: regular target, stretch target, fixed target, moving target. Why do we need to know the type of target? It's because we can strategize on the best ways to achieve these targets once we know what we're working with. I hope you found this information helpful. I'm looking forward to producing more videos in this topic or other related topics. Check out our website, subscribe to this channel so you can get an alert every time I upload a video on this topic or related topics. I'm looking forward to the next video, and have a great day. Thank you. Bye.